Good afternoon, this is Dan Howe, PTI Securities and Futures, coming to you with a daily afternoon wrap-up for Thursday, September 29th. Overnight, we had a 22-point range in the S&P. Once again, that seems to be the norm these days. The Asian markets were mixed, the European markets were mixed. Right before the opening, we were 5 to 6 points up. We got some good fundamental news before the opening. Matter of fact, we had a wave of good fundamental news. First time that's happened in quite a while. The weekly jobs report came in very good. It was only 391 versus expected of 419. And also dropped below the psychologically important 400,000 level, which we have not seen since the beginning of August. The GDP number came in, once again, a little bit expected, better than expected. 1.3 up versus only expected of 1.2 up. The only negative news was the fine print of the GDP. The GDP deflator came in at 2.5 versus 2.4. So there might be a little bit negative going on in the future that might give the Fed a little bit less room. But in any event, all in all, the news was very good. The S&Ps went from up 5. We opened almost at our high of the day. The S&Ps at one point were up about 21. Then we started selling off and selling off quickly because we were trying to sell calls in the opening and it was not easy. We got some, but we wanted to get a lot more and the market just fell out of bed and we ended up going down quite a bit. But the rest of the day we started clawing our way back. And the SPX closed up 9 at the end of the day at 1160, so it really was a positive day. The Dow, which is the strongest index all day, closed up 143. I don't think the Dow ever went negative today. They closed at 133. The only index that was bad today was the NASDAQ. Closed down 10 at 2480, and the NASDAQ's had some high-profile people that are under pressure lately. Most notably is Netflix. Netflix can't seem to get out of the way. Ever since they raised their prices, they've dropped from, I think, a high of 313. They've lost about 2/3 of their value. The 10-year note lost a little bit today in the yield. It closed at yield of 1.95 as people are going to the bonds. So a little bit unnerving here to people. The volatility didn't really drop today. The bonds were positive all day, but yet the stocks were strong. So obviously some mixed signals here. The dollar was slightly positive, slightly negative, down 0.18, so 77.94. Gold closed, had a wild ride, was up and down, but closed up $2 at 16.24. Tomorrow, big news day again. We got the personal income, we got personal spending, we got the Chicago's Purchasing Manager Index, we also have Michigan Settlement. All those are coming out in the AM tomorrow, so it should be a relatively interesting day, but hopefully we can continue the positive road we're taking, especially since we're short no calls in our program. So thank you very much. This has been Dan Howe, PTI Securities and Futures.